Today we're diving into the top 5 fitness earbuds of 2025. Whether you're crushing Pilates classes, logging long outdoor runs, or doing power lifts, choosing an earbud that stays put, handles sweat, and sounds great is no small feat. By the end of this video, you'll know which model fits your workouts, your ears, and your tastes. And as always, we have links to the best deals in the description. We'll kick off with one of my favorites for the gym warriors, the Soundcore Sport X20. They stayed glued to your ears with a rotating hook earpiece system. The hook portion rotates and even extends slightly. So once you dial in the fit, it feels locked without being painfully tight. Inside, the buds pack active noise canceling, not world-ending isolation, but plenty to dim the clamor of plates dropping or machines whirring. What's especially smart is that Soundcore lets you fine-tune how much external noise you let through via their app. Want to stay aware of your surroundings but still block the gym's ambient roar? You can do that. Want more immersive isolation for when you're zoning in on music? That's possible too. Battery life surprised me. The X20 offers up to 12 hours in the earbuds themselves, and the charging case pushes that total way higher. Soundcore lists 48 hours with the case. On durability, they carry an IP68 rating on the earbuds, meaning they're dustproof and can be submerged in water to a degree. In a sweaty, gritty gym environment, that peace of mind is worth something. Sound-wise, while I'm chasing that clean, punchy tone, the Sport X20 leans toward a warm, bass-forward signature. Not bloated or muddy, but energetic. Perfect for playlists that pump you up. Mic performance, good for calls, not studio level, but for gym check-ins and taking a quick call while walking between sets, it's more than adequate. Background noise suppression works well enough to let you be heard even in moderately loud settings. What this means and why it matters is context. If you do most workouts in a gym, powerlifting room, or cross-training box, and you want something stable, durable, and with flexible noise control, the Soundcore Sport X20 checks off a lot of boxes. It doesn't try to be everything. Outdoor runner's awareness mode or ultra-silent isolation in an airplane are not its primary missions, but for what many of us want from a fitness earbud, it hits a sweet balance. All right, moving from the gym-focused tank, let's talk about the Bose Ultra Open Earbuds 2. At first glance, these don't even look like earbuds. They're more like sleek ear cuffs that perch on the edge of your ear, almost like jewelry that happens to play music. And that's the whole idea. Instead of isolating you, the Ultra Open 2 blends your music into the world around you. If you're a runner, cyclist, or anyone who needs to stay aware of your surroundings, these are a dream. You can clearly hear what's going on while still getting surprisingly rich sound. Bose's clever dipole driver system directs audio into your ear canal, producing real bass and crisp vocals without much sound leakage. No, it won't hit as hard as a sealed pair like the Beats Fit Pro or Soundcore X20, but the comfort and awareness trade-off is worth it. They're ridiculously comfortable. No tips, no hooks, no seal, just a soft clip that disappears once they're on. You can wear them for hours without ear fatigue. Battery life hits about 7.5 hours with roughly 30 total from the case, and they're IPX4 rated for sweat and light rain. Bose's new immersive audio mode adds a touch of spatial depth, making your music feel like it's floating naturally around you, perfect for outdoor runs or walks. In short, compared to the Soundcore's sealed intensity, the Bose Ultra Open 2 is its philosophical opposite. The Soundcore locks you in, the Bose lets the world in. If you value comfort, awareness, and effortless all-day wear, these are hard to beat. So far, we've seen two extremes: the rugged, sealed-off Soundcore Sport X20 and the wide-open, airy Bose Ultra Open 2. Now let's land somewhere in the middle with something that's all about balance, the Jabra Elite 8 Active. If the Bose is your Zen yoga instructor and the Soundcore is your powerlifter friend, the Jabra Elite 8 Active is that friend who runs marathons in the rain, bikes to work, and still makes it to spin class. It's the all-terrain, do-everything earbud. At first glance, it doesn't even look like a sport model. No bulky hooks, no flashy design. Just a small matte pair that's deceptively simple. But these things are tough. Jabra didn't just give them an IP rating and move on, they tested them to military-grade durability standards. You get IP68 for the earbuds and IP54 for the case, so dust, water, sweat, none of it's a problem. The fit is rock solid too. Jabra's shake grip coating adds a subtle, tacky texture that keeps them in place without needing wings or hooks. You can sprint, jump, or go through a HIIT workout, and they won't budge. Sound-wise, Jabra's tuning is clean, balanced, and surprisingly dynamic. You get punchy bass, crisp vocals, and detailed highs, not overly boosted like Beats, but definitely lively. And if you're picky, the Jabra Sound Plus app lets you fine-tune everything with a full equalizer. Active noise canceling here is smart and adaptive, automatically adjusting to your surroundings so you never feel that ear pressure some ANC buds create. Their hear-through transparency mode is one of the best in the business, clear, natural, and free from that weird robotic echo. Battery life hits about 8 hours per charge and roughly 32 with the case. There's wireless charging, and a quick charge gives you an hour of playback in just 15 minutes. And if you're into immersive sound, there's Dolby Audio support for a bit of extra spatial depth in your workouts. It's the Swiss Army knife of fitness earbuds. No gimmicks, no flashy extras, just great sound, smart noise canceling, and the kind of toughness that makes them last. Now, if you want something that can move effortlessly from the gym to the office to a flight and look good doing it, it's hard to beat the Beats Fit Pro. This is the earbud that doesn't scream fitness gear, but absolutely holds its own when you start sweating. It's sleek, compact, and that subtle wingtip design keeps it perfectly snug without turning your ear into a harness. Think of it as the athletic casual of earbuds, which are ready for workouts but polished enough for everyday life. The Fit Pro has been a fan favorite for a reason. Those soft silicone wingtips gently lock into your ear's ridge, giving you the stability of a hook without the bulk. You can sprint, lift, or do yoga inversions, and they'll stay exactly where they belong. And because it's Beats, the sound brings energy, punchy bass, clean vocals, and crisp highs. But unlike the bass-heavy beats of old, the tuning now feels mature and balanced. The bass hits when it should, without overwhelming the mids, making everything from hip-hop to podcasts sound sharp and dynamic. If you're an iPhone user, this is where the Fit Pro really shines. Thanks to Apple's H1 chip, it feels like part of the AirPods family. You get instant pairing, device switching, hands-free Siri, Find My tracking, and spatial audio with head tracking, which adds a subtle 3D sense of space to your music or movies. It's one of those features you don't know you need until you try it. Android users still get plenty of love too, with fast pairing, firmware updates, and customizable controls through the Beats app. Noise canceling is excellent, on par with the AirPods Pro, easily blocking out the gym's clatter or treadmill noise. Transparency mode is equally good, letting you hold a conversation or hear an announcement without popping them out. Battery life hits about 6 hours with ANC on, plus up to 24 hours with the case. A quick 5-minute charge gives you around an hour of playtime, and the compact case is pocket friendly. They're sweat and water resistant, IPX4, so workouts in rain aren't a problem. Call quality is clear and stable, even with background noise thanks to adaptive beamforming microphones. Now let's go full beast mode with the Beats Powerbeats Pro 2. These are for people who train like they mean it. Think runners, hit warriors, or anyone who treats rest day like a rumor. The Powerbeats Pro 2 are pure lock-in and go earbuds. They simply don't move, no matter how intense your workout gets. The over-ear hook design is what makes them iconic. It's the same look that made the originals a gym favorite, but this time slimmer, lighter, and more comfortable. The flexible hooks wrap around your ears securely, giving that confidence you can sprint, jump, or hang upside down without a single slip. Inside, Beats upgraded nearly everything. You now get active noise canceling and transparency mode, both new additions that finally make these a complete package. ANC lets you tune out the chaos of a crowded gym, while transparency brings back the world with one quick tap when you need to hear instructions or traffic. Then there's the new Apple H2 chip, which boosts sound, improves noise control, and adds a huge new feature, built-in heart rate tracking. Yep, these earbuds now double as a fitness tracker. Your real-time heart rate shows up in Apple Health or Fitness Plus, seamlessly integrated for data-driven training. For serious athletes, that's a massive upgrade. Sound-wise, it's classic Beats, energetic and full, but much more refined than before. You still get that motivating bass, but it's tighter and cleaner. Vocals sound vivid, highs are crisp, and the overall tuning feels balanced enough for both music and podcasts. Even with all that tech, battery life is excellent. Around 8 hours per charge and over 30 with the case. The case is admittedly still a unit. You're not sliding this into your pocket, but let's be honest, if you're buying Powerbeats, you probably have a gym bag anyway. Comfort is solid once you're used to the hooks. The new angled design helps them sit flush and evenly distribute weight, and each earbud has full onboard controls for volume, track skipping, and ANC. No phone fumbling needed. They're also IPX5 rated for sweat and water resistance, so they'll handle anything short of a downpour. And as always, the H2 chip gives you that smooth Apple experience. Instant pairing, device switching, Siri commands, and Fitness Plus syncing. Android users still get great functionality through the Beats app, minus the deeper Apple integration. If this helped you find your perfect pair, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow, and subscribe for more straightforward tech reviews just like this one.